Greetings everyone, my name is Mosepele from Mosepele Foundation Development Forum. I am Her Voice Fund Project Manager. I would like to share with you our impactful work under Her Voice Fund. Through this initiative, our focus has been to promote gender equality and transform gender norms that are harmful. We also advocate for stronger legal and policy frameworks in support of sexual and reproductive health and rights of adolescent girls and young women in Lesotho. Our target are adolescent girls and young women aged 15 to 29 years. Now moving to our reach and impact. With the support of Her Voice Fund, we have engaged over 300 adolescent girls and young women in 2024 through trainings, through dialogues and advocacy campaigns. Notably, 10 adolescent girls and young women were able to participate in policy spaces, influencing national strategies such as Lesotho HIV Prevention Roadmap 2024-2028. We have implemented the following activities under Her Voice Fund: mobilization and sensitization. We have introduced Her Voice Fund to 163 adolescent girls and young women in the rural and urban Maseru, sparking conversations around HIV prevention, early marriage, gender-based violence, family planning and contraception, and also menstrual health. We also developed a user-friendly sexual and reproductive health and rights handbook, which was designed for adolescent girls and young women so that they get accurate, age-appropriate information on such topics. Next, we trained 10 adolescent girls and young women who served as community officers on advocacy, communication, and public speaking and policies so that they are added privilege to advocate for the health rights of adolescent girls and young women in Lesotho. They now represent young voices, youth voices in local governance and actively influence community-based decisions on health and rights. Moving to our GBV interventions, we also had gender-based violence and legal literacy events. We also had sexual and reproductive health and rights and HIV dialogues. We also held stakeholder engagement to ensure that our project is inclusive and so that all the key stakeholders know about it and they are able to make recommendations. So one of our most vibrant youth-led initiatives, Miss Mosepele 2024, held under the theme Beauty with Purpose. The crowned Miss Mosepele 2024, Miss Dineo Mokocho, continues to actively represent adolescent girls and young women voices. Her ongoing involvement demonstrates how youth-led platforms like Miss Mosepele can cultivate long-term leadership and civic action. While our voices echoed through the airwaves and social platforms, we knew that the real change requires presence in the rooms where policies are made. Therefore, adolescent girls and young women and the Mosepele Foundation under Her Voice Fund has presented adolescent girls and young women health rights at key platforms like SADC Regional Meeting on Implementation of Commission of the Status of Women Resolution, Youth Connect Africa, National AIDS Commission consultations, and even on other community platforms where all the key decisions are made in regards to adolescent girls and young women. We are still implementing Her Voice Fund in councils like Ratau, Quilwane, Mohlakeng. If you are an adolescent girl or a young woman and want to join our movement, please contact our office. Thank you.